Welcome to Gettin' Hard in Nate's Backyard, bringing you the interviews that matter most from coast to coast and worldwide, foaming at the mouth and wide-eyed. Put away your this and that. Don't forget to feed your cat. Whether you're hauling potatoes or lost in the jungle, turn up the volume. It's time to rumble! On this episode, Nate sits down with DJ Temple, a.k.a. the Ginger Tornado, guitarist for Without Mercy. Check out the new album, Moichido, at withoutmercyband.com.
Hello, and welcome to Gettin' Hard in Nate's Backyard. I am here with the Ginger Tornado, DJ Temple. How are you?
You can never say that name without smiling.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
As some of you may know, this podcast is Ginger approved.
Aw, it's my face.
Got your graffiti all over this place. This podcast is brought to you by me, Big Nate Productions, and Nancy. Big Nate Productions is an all-encompassing music business. Brings you Alberta and the world's finest talent. Check out BigNateProductions.com. You can listen to this podcast there. You can send me an email about your band. Please be specific. Saying you want to play everywhere is not very specific. Yeah, and this podcast is also brought to you by Calgary Metal Fest. Calgary Metal Fest 5 will be September 14th to 18th this year. The headlining bill is Saturday, September 17th at Flame Central, featuring Annihilator, Sacrifice, Razor, and Exciter, the original lineup of Exciter. So, yeah, start saving now. Tickets are going to be historically awesome and expensive. And we're probably going to do it where we're just going to sell the individual shows. There'll be no, like, big passes or anything. So if you want to go to Friday and Saturday, you got to buy a ticket for Friday and Saturday. But we're planning on announcing all of that, ticketing and all that, May 6th. So stay tuned to the internets and the interwebs for that. And this podcast is also brought to you by Right Hook Mics. Check out righthookmics.com. My buddy Big James makes them. They're hard as fuck. DJ Temple is speaking through one when he will speak. And yeah, they're a general good time. So there's 4 or 5 different styles, and flood Big James with orders so he feels very important. With that being said, I'd like to officially welcome DJ Temple to the podcast. How are you today, sir?
I'm very good. I'm talking through this mic with the assumption that maybe James had it in his right hand, and then I am sexually connected somehow to Big James.
Possible. I think we all are somehow.
Yes. This is much different than the shower conversations I have with myself.
It's with the amount of bum grabbing that guy does, it's like the Kevin Bacon game. There's like 6 degrees of bum separation. So you're the brains behind Without Mercy, right?
I guess.
Is it your band?
On the spot.
Or did you just start it?
I started it, yeah.
Started it? Okay, cool. And you're the guitar player?
Yes.
You don't sing, do you?
No, I do the banter, and I say, like, offensive things.
Right.
It's kind of my shtick.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's what I do on stage. I can't sing worth a fuck. Cool. You guys are on tour right now?
We are.
What's your website? Plug yourself real quick.
Oh, here we go. I plugged myself this morning before I got here. we withoutmercyband.com. Google search Without Mercy Band. We're internet whores. We're everywhere. Bandcamp. Thinking about going to Pornhub.com and putting our band name in one of the comments. You think that video's hardcore?
Yeah, it's a new way of marketing. Subversive marketing. I like it. Cool. So you guys are on tour?
Yes.
Whereabouts? Where'd you come from? Where are you going?
We did Prince George and Burns Lake, and then we... I don't know, man. They've been good to us. We love those guys.
That's way up there, though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they throw the hell down,
Where's
though.
Burns Lake? Is that further north than...
It's actually further west.
further west.
About 3 hours west of Prince George.
Fuck, wow.
We did Red Deer last night, Calgary the night before, day off today. Tomorrow is Lethbridge. We're playing for Calma.
Oh, gangster. Where's that at?
That's going to be at the Inferno nightclub.
Oh, yeah. That's a cool place.
Sounds hot.
Yeah. Kayaktis played there not long ago. It was awesome.
Oh, and it's still standing. Impressive. Impressive.
All parts of it. Awesome. So how was the show in Burns Lake?
So fantastic.
Really?
Seriously. Like holy shit. We Prince George, I just want to take a second to talk about Prince George. They started moshing during our sound check. We're like, little early, guys. Little early, but all right, it's cool. Burns Lake, I don't even know how many people were there. It was a full room. Definitely just blew the roof off. It was so much fun. And they know the words. That's so surreal to me. Screaming the lyrics louder than we are. It's fun, dude. Jumping on stage with us.
Oh, that's killer.
It's really cool.
How many times have you been out there?
This would be the third time.
Oh, wow, cool. So you were telling me before the podcast you can really see it fucking picking up and there's lots more people showing up.
Yes, absolutely. Especially last night in Red Deer. We play the same venue often, the VAT. They're really good, really cool to us. Terry, what's up? Met the owner last night. Solid guy. Justin Shadows. Dude, man.
That was a Justin show?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Stand up freaking cat, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, gee, I'm sure he lays down at some point if the chick's a little heavy, but like stand up dude, man. And we see like there's a few extra rows of people every time we're coming out now, and it's making us feel cool.
The VAT is such a fucking great venue.
It is, and the staff there is so rad.
Yeah, the fucking load in is the best. Eh?
Back right up to the door.
Yeah, and you're on stage. You just gotta stay out of that doorway, or the sound guy gets fucking mad.
Sound guy gets mad anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah.
I like know everyone by name now. I'm meeting all these people. Hey, you're Pete.
Cool, good.
I remember you. You swallow.
Me being a sound guy myself, I don't blame you for being pissed off, Pete. People are pretty much retarded. So.
Especially ginger tornadoes.
Well, let alone all the people that want to mix for you, right?
Oh.
The public. Yeah, so, okay, cool. Burns Lake was cool. Mm-hmm. How many people would you say were there?
Got to be at least 100.
Fuck.
Got to be. That place was pretty rowdy.
There's what, 400 in that town?
Well, there's 398 now.
Oh, ooh. 2 of them are in my freezer.
Jesus.
And what about Prince? Where'd you play in Prince George?
We played a place called Wings and Things. Hey, man, that's what we're about. We gotta
I
play
love Canada.
Yeah, you got yeah, Wings and Things.
Yeah.
Next door to the Native Art Society for Job Employment or something.
Oh, cool.
I was like, wow, that's a lot of letters on one building. That was a cool venue. The owner, I guess, has just flipped it over to want to do live metal shows.
Cool.
Little scared when we started, but that's okay. Just stand behind the counter, sir. Things will be all right.
We the last time we did a little tour, Kayaktis, we played at an art gallery in Prince Albert on a Sunday.
Oh.
And me being my usual morning person, I'm so excited and pumped about the world. I was very pessimistic that there'd be anybody there that day. But then, yeah, there was like, fucking 80 kids on a Sunday flipping out at an all-ages show. So sometimes those art galleries and those weird fucking places turn out to be really awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty. I keep using the word surreal because it is to me. I don't understand why. Like, we haven't been to Burns Lake since 2011. We went out there. There's like 30 Bloody Without Mercy shirts.
Wild.
I'm like, wait, what? We actually sold out of our entire tour stock in Burns Lake.
Fuck, really?
And we went home to Vancouver for a couple of days, and I had to find a t-shirt guy that could print us new shirts in 3 days.
Oh, that's what that was all about.
It was just ridiculous.
Right on. Wow,
ridiculous.
That's good problems to have.
Yeah.
Good first world problems.
Yes. That and my toilet flush this morning.
Yeah, and the road was built.
Yes. How dare you? Damn Trudeau.
Awesome. So where are you off to next again?
We got Lethbridge tomorrow.
Okay, cool. So Was this kind of like a weekend jaunt thing? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Sort of like hitting the ends of the weeks. And,
We've been calling this the let's make sure the van still works tour.
What are you rolling in?
We got a V3500 Dodge Ram.
What year?
I think it's a 2000, but our bass player Ryan says it's a 96.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
It's pretty interesting.
Very well could be.
96, 69, it's all the same.
Awesome.
Hey, do you know what the square root of 69 is?
No.
8 something.
Oh, Jesus. It's funny because it's true.
Oh, man. That's how my Scoutmaster said hello.
Gee. All right. Well, I should probably announce, too, that I do the Vaughan battle. Last night was the Prairie Final, and Tales of the Tomb won.
Woo!
They get the... what would you call it? They get the honor / pain in the ass of going to Toronto and trying to go up against the East. I'm going to tell Vaughan that if they don't start moving the final round, I'm out.
Wow.
I think it should be like the Olympics.
You move it around every 4 years?
Well, no, every year. I mean, fuck. I don't know. Don't you think?
I think the Vaughan final should take place in Okotoks.
Or like the exact middle of the country, like Gimli or something weird like that. Like,
Just make it literally like the Olympics. A city has to spend an atrocious amount of money to bring this festival there, and then they're all broke after it leaves. Mm-hmm. We can we can do it.
and they've totally disenfranchised their poor population, moved them around.
Yeah, it's okay. We have a ski hill we don't use anymore. It's okay.
Move the ghetto over there. We need to do an award show.
You should go to Vancouver and see Olympic Village. That's a thing.
Really? Is it all fucked now?
We are one of the engineers that we work with all the time lives out there. We go there, and I'm just like
At
this.
Whistler, right?
No, it's like right downtown by Science World,
Oh, okay.
and it's just this weird, like creepy. Like there used to be something here. Now just a bunch of people live in overpriced condos.
Fucking weird.
It's really
There's so much weird shit like that in Alberta. I was talking with my buddy about it. They did it for the Jubilee, like when in 67 or whatever. I guess that was like 100 years of Confederation or whatever.
ooh.
And they built a UFO landing pad in northern Alberta. Like there was all this money around for all this dumb shit that was just... Fuck. And now it's like this total, it's like outside of the town, and they built all these houses around it. Now that it's like all shut down and tested, it's like so fucking weird, man.
Jesus. You can't see, but I'm shaking my head in disbelief.
Well, I just did Juno Fest last week. It moves around. It was in Calgary this year.
Cool.
And there was, you kind of got that impression there. It's like, there's so much big dick money walking around here, and it'll be gone next week. And it pretty much was. But I cashed that paycheck. It was fucking awesome.
Hey, man. Just one less ivory back scratcher.
Awesome. So you're also not only a guitar player. You're a multiple threat.
I'm the world champion open mouth kisser.
Conga line master.
Boyko knows.
Oh,
Boyko knows.
What? You've never open mouth kissed my drummer, have you?
Ask
Well,
him.
my drummer.
You know,
So possessive.
I called the number on the bathroom stall. I did my thing.
Yeah. Blowing a guy doesn't count as open mouth kissing.
Well, when your face looks like a dick, it's the same thing, all right? Oh, shots fired.
Snap.
Shots
Snap.
fired.
Yeah. Don't worry, he'll be my next guest. Did you hear the last podcast?
I thought he was the first guest. I've noticed the stain on the couch right here.
Oh, gangster.
Oh.
But you run a guitar instruction college?
Okay. Yeah, I run the Temple Music Academy.
Gangster. So is that just straight guitar lessons?
No,
or?
we do it all. I got voice, piano, guitar, drums, bass, cello.
Where's that based out of?
Abbotsford.
That's where you're from? Abbotsford?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I was born in Mission.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah. What a hole.
We all make mistakes. My parents did 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, mistake is what you can call it for sure. Awesome. So how many students you got there?
I'm rolling 39 right now.
Cool. And So is that like an all-day thing? Got show up at 9, kids are coming in, getting lessoned?
I'm pretty fortunate. I with 39 students, if we round it up to 40 just for math, because I'm a guitar player and can't count past 4, that's 20 hours a week. So I do about 4.5 hours a day, give or take.
Cool.
Work them Monday to Friday.
So are you the only teacher? No, you have other teachers.
I have other teachers that I kind of like
voice teachers.
Yes, that I outsource to. But 39 is my personal count. That's
shit.
That's how many guitar students I have.
So how many students in total at Temple Music? Whoa, we're back. Shit fucked.
Yay.
Shit fucked up.
Penis.
Cool. So when did you start that?
I started that, I want to say a few years ago now. I'd always taught privately at my home, but I was working for a larger establishment. I don't drop names. Let's just call it Long and McQuaid.
What?
And I was quite miserable, to be honest. For a very long time, I was very miserable. I have just a different outlook than the organization I was working for.
Style.
Yeah. And I decided I would quit and then start my own. Mm-hmm. And I was fortunate enough that people were really into it. Most of the students I had followed me.
Oh, wow.
And I don't really advertise, and I'm pretty full all the time.
Fuck yeah. No, that's killer. Abbotsford.
Yeah. I also teach through Skype, which helps the student numbers, too.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Cool.
Met a lot of people on the road that want to Skype now. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's cool. Cajun mentioned when you guys were here the other... Did you end up giving any lessons when you were here in town?
No, I didn't get any bites.
No, nobody bit. Yeah, no, fair enough.
I assumed they're like, what the hell does a ginger know? I was like, this new riff is soulless. Let's...
It was so funny when you guys played the other night. There was so many... there was all this, which I'm not going to get into, but there was all this bullshit politics going on.
Yes.
And
isn't bullshit politics redundant, though?
Yeah,
Isn't
like
that...
military intelligence.
Or metal battle.
Zing.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Well, come on, judging art is smart.
Yes, yeah. I mean, that
makes a lot of sense.
Totally, it's cool. It's cool.
But because there was like you and Sikorsky and fucking like even the sound guy Ian was a fucking ginger.
Man. Yeah, man.
I'm at the back of the room because there was one night. Like, I'm not kidding. That was the only night this year I've taken off to go to a show, not be working at it, right?
Obviously, you did that because Exit Strategy was playing.
Well, no, I knew it was going to be a big bro down, so. But I just felt like screaming out ginger power the whole time.
Yes,
like
the
everywhere
trifecta.
I looked, it was like
the trifecta. You notice we didn't really stand close to each other the whole night because it's like that Hancock movie. If too many gingers are in a sector together at once, everyone gets pregnant. We're like, we're not judgmental. We'll fuck anybody. Love you, honey.
Awesome. So, you also have a black belt, right?
I wore one today to hold my jeans up.
No, but like a martial arts black belt.
I'm a martial artist. Yes.
In what form of martial arts?
I studied karate most of my life, and then I did.
Isn't karate just like a fake word for ninja stuff? Like,
a fake word for ninja stuff?
Isn't that what they tell? They're like, yes, this is Chinese food.
Where's my cat? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We really eat this in China.
Yeah, they just want to fuck with us, right? Oh my God, look at these white people punch.
No, but so karate is a legit form of. It's a legit form of martial arts.
100%. It's one of the oldest, I think.
Oh, okay.
100%. As far as I understand, it was developed in Okinawa during the feudal empires when shoguns and stuff ruled the era, and people weren't allowed to defend themselves with weapons, so they devised this as an empty hand. And it's pretty crazy. There's like old wives.
Dickheads are rolling around with swords, right?
Yeah. There's these old wives' tales about them like chopping horns off bulls and shit, and
whoa.
It's pretty hardcore. The old school people in Okinawa, like even if you go to Okinawa now, I was there in 2001. They're pretty legit over there, man.
Oh, sure.
It's really cool, and they're super friendly. They love Canadians. So,
So how long have you been studying the old karate?
I started when I was 4. I'm 33 now.
Fuck.
In the midst, I'm doing Aikido and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu right now, and I did Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm looking for a sword teacher because I'm really into Japanese sword work.
Huh.
I've also touched judo and taekwondo and stuff.
Right.
It's a lot of fun, man. It's like a big pastime for me.
So when you do jiu-jitsu, how long have you been doing that for?
3 years.
Do you roll with a gi or not?
I do both.
Oh, you do both?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's fucked up. What one do you prefer?
I don't. I think they're both very, very viable.
Yeah, interesting.
Very viable.
Yeah, I guess it's... Is it much different?
Well, I mean, you got an extra weighted thing. Like, we train with weighted gis, right?
Yeah,
so,
weighted gi.
yeah, so the it's like a double weave pearl gi. So it just naturally has a heft to it, and the collars are quite thick. So you're just moving around with like an extra 5-6 pounds on your back. It's a little weird.
Weird.
It is
I
weird.
never even heard of that.
Oh, I think it's an old judo thing, to be honest.
Huh.
Judo guys,
They
man.
do that in competition, or is that just for practice?
I don't compete, so I don't.
Oh,
I
you
don't know.
never compete?
No.
Well, how'd you get your black belt? Don't you have to compete to get your black belt?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I did when I was
I've watched
younger.
too many movies.
I competed when I was younger, but I don't got any testosterone left in the nutsack for that shit, man. I'm just,
Are you juicing?
yeah, I'm that dude that you rip an arm lock on me, I'm just gonna tap because I got work in the morning. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to prove.
Just for men, underarm deodorant featuring testosterone.
Without mercy deodorant, because you smell like a bitch.
Oh, Zynga. Fuck, I don't know how, but I feel like we should take a break and play a Without Mercy tune.
Cool.
I don't know which one it'll be, so we'll tell you after.
You smell like a bitch. Leave her and leave her burn. What the fuck off is straight. But on the way there's what's in each and right. It's a turn. We are served word. Why burning friends and meaning something outside time. Cleansing you find people personal stars. Sweeping the respect, tearing at the seams. There's no excuses anymore. This has become worthless. Twisting fingers, wrapping the beast. Twist me and stress. Fortune senses. Twist with people, this and break me a team. It's a murder drowning under you. There's no excuses anymore. This has been trapped. Instances have been passed around. There's no more than ever before. How this do far with me.
That was Worthless by Without Mercy.
Hey, be nice. That was a good song.
Where'd you guys record that? Are you a recording engineer too?
Yeah, I wish. I wish. No, we work with a cool guy named Sheldon Zaharko. He's freaking rad.
Cool.
And we did that out of the Greenhouse, which I think now is calling themselves Rain City Recorders, but at the time they were Greenhouse.
Oh, that big fucking crazy studio in Vancouver, right?
I think.
Didn't like Slayer record there? And
I have no clue. I remember they recorded at the factory.
Is that part of the warehouse?
No, warehouse is somewhere
that's
different.
the big famous one, right?
Yes.
The warehouse, yeah. Okay.
There's also the Armory. That's another big one.
Okay.
Devin Townsend does a lot of stuff there.
Oh, cool. Fuck. So, talk a bit about the process. Did you do a full record?
We did a 4-song EP.
4-song EP.
Actually, we just finished writing our next full length, which is
Cool.
pretty cool.
How long did it take you to record?
To record, I'm never going to do this again, but we booked 6 days in the studio and we did everything in 6 days.
Yeah.
And then that's just insane. Like 14-hour days.
It's too much pressure. That's how we did the last Kayaktus and Stab Twist Pull records. It's fucking too much pressure.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be able to, like, especially stuff like guitars, you want to be able to take your time and fucking
Yeah.
low pressure situation, not like, oh, fucking clock's ticking, gotta go.
Although the engineer, because we've worked with him a few times, he always laughs when it's time to do guitars. Because he's like, he knows that I'm one of those weirdos that will actually go home and practice recording process.
Right.
Like,
you'll double shit. Practice
so much.
doubling and all this stuff.
Absolutely. So when it's my turn to go, he's like, okay. And he just cracks his knuckles and looks at me like, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. And our drummer Matt always laughs too because he's seen me do it a few times. But we go and like I did all the guitars minus one lead in 14 hours.
Nice.
All the rhythms, all the doubles, all the solos, except for one lead.
Nice.
And we just were laughing so hard about that.
Yeah, see? That's what it takes, folks. 6 fucking full, like, and those aren't just 8-hour days in the studio.
No, 14.
Right? Yeah. 6 times 14 to get 4 songs, and you don't want to pay for it.
$100 an hour.
Yeah, honey. Fuck. God.
My favorite, I won't say who it was, but my favorite was after because we went through some drama and BS with the last vocalist, and we were pretty significantly in debt financially for a record that then our legal team said we weren't allowed to release any more copies of it, which is why Moichi Do is coming out as a re-release with a new vocalist on it. But we're like 20 grand in debt for a CD that could never come out. And people said to me, $5 for an EP? That's expensive. I was like, I don't even know what to say to you. I mean, I'm selling this thing for $5. I'm eating craft dinner till this 20 grand's paid
Well, didn't
back.
you know that people can record in their basement?
Yeah. I program those drums on Beatcraft or
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous.
Keyboard Warriors. Gotta love it.
Yeah, keyboard warriors. And yeah, there was other versions of those people back in the day. I wonder what they were when there was only newspapers.
Have you ever seen
Columnists.
you ever seen the epic rap battles of history?
No.
The YouTube thing. My favorite is Skrillex versus Mozart. And there's a famous line when they're rapping back and forth, and Skrillex like, you're just an old man and nobody likes you or whatever, and Mozart goes, you're a lonely little troll who learned how to press a space bar. Oh man, so good. Oh, your last EP? Yes, I've transcribed it here. Tell me what comes after the 68th measure of diarrhea. Oh my god, look at everybody YouTube it, man. Epic rap battles are freaking genius.
So, what plans are for the future of Without Mercy? What do you got brewing?
We got a cross-country tour we're looking at in June.
Oh, yeah.
We're finally hit the East Coast if Ontario steps up and actually books us instead of cock teasing me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I tend to speak my mind.
No, fair enough.
And then we're looking at the U.S. in October, and probably Japan in February, March.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're trying, man.
Yeah, how do you go about conquering Japan?
I have no idea.
But you speak Japanese, right?
I do.
That probably helps.
A little bit. I just start calling venues. Hey, can we get a show? It sounds good. Where are you from? Canada. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Well, are they like that because they just don't believe you'll be there, or
No,
they don't know
they've
you
actually
at
been
all?
really cool. They've
Yeah.
been like, okay, well, typically this is what we would need from you, and I would say this is what we need from you, and contracts are going back and forth. It's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of that's a lot of money in plane tickets.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
But
What, they're like 2,000 round trip, something like
yeah,
that? Poor guy.
times 4.
Yeah.
Plus
And then no backline.
no backline. Oh my God.
You got to play on that tiny little Japanese backline.
Hey,
Miniature
hey man,
bonsai backline.
it also doubles as a bed. And
Yeah. This is your hotel and your amp.
this amp is really small but oddly efficient.
Yeah. Supremely efficient, not very comfortable. Awesome. Well, that's fucking great to hear. Best of luck with all that.
I feel like if I keep telling people, then it's going to have to happen.
Well, yeah. Hey,
Just
man,
keep
you
telling
throw it
people.
out there. Fuck it.
Come on, universe.
Yeah, the universe is a real thing, folks. Get in there.
We've been pretty fortunate. People like you giving us shots and stuff. It's been
It's
been fun. I do remember starting this band and watching all the Big Nate stuff and being like, one day. One day. And that sounds cheesy as fuck, but I promise it's
Yeah, it
true.
does.
One day I was like, we'll play Calgary Metal Fest one day.
Yeah. Well, this year you're for sure playing Nate Fest.
Woo! Woo! That's
June
because everyone
4th.
else is playing Calgary Metal Fest.
No, see, this is what's fucking weird. I have all these people blowing me to get on Metal Fest,
All right.
and they're not gonna. They don't realize that there's not gonna be any locals on Calgary Metal Fest, or very, very few. Like the budget is so fucking high that there's like, especially on the Saturday night, I might have one,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, I mean, that's a sick bill, dude.
Yeah, and I mean they all play an hour and all this stuff, so it's like it's hard to like with Metal Fest. I had to kick it up this year and get like dickhead business dick serious with Metal Fest itself, and that's why Nate Fest in June is going to be cool because it's like Metal Fest 1 was, and it's just supposed to be fun thing for my birthday that I'm helping out guys that are on tour, bands that are working and fucking
Yeah.
need a gig, like that's the whole idea behind it. But yeah, once you start throwing another 0 on the end of stuff, you really have to make sure your decisions are correct and that they're going to be mass effective, and so it doesn't leave a lot of room for locals and stuff. Especially I get all these messages from bands that are like, they never play, and they just want a gig, and it's like, fuck, dude, like, what, you're just bestowed a gig because you formed a Facebook group? Like, I don't know, I don't get that. But
I
try to give preference to bands that are working and touring and fucking putting their dick and balls on the line like us, and spending $20,000 on EPs that can't be released and all this shit.
Although, can I give a shout out to our Facebook fans who literally just sent us money?
How so?
Like now that it's out, I'm telling people like what's
Okay.
going on, and some people when we were back home, some people have showed up and said, is this bloody true? Yeah, like here's the outline of the bills, and I had people just pay the mastering bill. Just paid this bill, that bill, the other thing. Some people just gave. I got this one friend, I call him Sugar Tits, and anytime
That's his Christian name.
yeah, that's right. Yes, anytime shit has just gone horribly south, he's there to like cut a check or like whatever.
Fuck.
He's like, I got you. And
What?
I got another friend who makes an absurd amount of money. He makes $1.5 million a year, and that's if he's lazy. And he's always told me, he's like, you're still not in the shit, but if you're really in the shit, I got you.
Whoa.
So that's cool.
That is nice.
That's cool.
It is nice to have a backer.
Yeah, because like when this went down, he knew about it right
so
away.
You're speaking about the whole legal bullshit with the last record.
Yes. When that all went down, I was pretty depressed about it because I'd never experienced like being fucked that brutally, and it was pretty dark. And he had come to me and said, like, let's see the paperwork and things like that. I want to lay it on the line for you. And he had offered to pay the whole bill, but his attitude was, if I pay the bill, you're not learning.
Right.
You're not learning from the mistake of what happened. So instead, I'm going to guide you through this,
Right.
and you're going to do your own thing.
I'll just
And-
pay the stuff so you don't die.
Yeah, he's
Legally,
super
right.
cool, man. And like, I remember when my dad died. Well, they were in a really bad financial situation. My mom found out that they had no idea about. He was at the house. Like, what do you want? You want to keep the house? I'll buy it. What do you want? Do you want the car? I'll buy it. Like, what do you
Wow.
want? And he's the stupid cool, like, I'm like out of words because he was so cool. Yeah. And in a situation like that, I mean, I hope nobody ever goes through it, but in a situation like that, it's really cool to see that your mom is just taken care of 100%.
Yeah, it's
nothing.
Lots of people don't have that kind of, support.
I mean, without mercy, to bring it back to that, we are, this is the one time I'll speak on behalf of all the guys in the band. We are absolutely floored with the support we got doing this re-release, playing Red Deer last night, and people just tipping us retarded amounts of money. How much is a poster? $5. Here's a $20. Good luck paying off that record bill. Fuck. What the hell, man? People care, and it was
really cool.
We were so sketched to tell the world because it seems like we're bitching, but like, people have been super supportive.
You didn't start a GoFundMe, did you? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did start a GoFundMe for the touring shit.
Oh, okay.
We absolutely
but not for the record bill.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, see, that's
no.
Yeah, it's weird, that whole GoFundMe thing. It's very polarizing.
It is, and I get it. I remember the first time it came out, I was one of the dudes that was like, this is ridiculous. And then the record thing happened, and then we played countless shows where the promoters, and this sounds like a wives' tale, but it happened to us so many times. The promoter literally left while we were playing and took all the money. And that has happened so many times. Usually at this point is where I want to name drop Rich Moreland for a second.
Oh, nice.
Now, here's why. Because love him or hate him, he's a very polarizing individual, and I've heard stories about both.
Okay.
We got screwed one tour. Literally 5-6 hours away from Edmonton, and the show is basically done. It's not happening. Rich Moreland was the dude that's like, that's unacceptable. And he stepped up, found the venue, went to the ATM, got us cash. He stepped up on a show that was dead in the water. There was like no local support. It was all touring bands. One was from Alaska and shit. He stepped up, man. He needs to be recognized for that because it takes balls. The only other dude I've seen is you do that.
Cheers.
So
yeah, we played there last Monday with Gorod and Bukaki, and it was awesome.
Yeah, he
did a really good job, and yeah, I mean, I don't know about his past shit, whatever. I mean, whatever, I don't care. He's got a weird past.
Look at me. I used to be blonde. I chose this hair color. He stepped up, and he should be commended, in my opinion, because anyone that steps up, I just respect that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's easy to just stand there and let it fail.
Yeah, and then throw your hands up and say it's the universe's fault or something.
Yeah. That's actually technically the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, I
can't help. Sorry.
I'm sitting in your studio here, and I'm concerned that there's no safe place because words hurt, Nate.
This is the safe place for people that don't have safe places.
Do you ever like read stuff that is absolutely 100% true and still not believe that it's true? You ever do that? Do you ever go like colleges need safe rooms now because words hurt? And the millennials, so please tell me that's fake. Please, I do not want to believe that is real.
Yeah,
I that's my life.
Yeah, my grandfather's rolling in his grave.
Oh, man.
Just pissed, eh?
Without mercy, yeah.
No, well, right on. That's really crazy to hear. You got some kind of public support there, and
yeah, we are. Yeah, I absolutely floored by it, 100%.
So you still got bills to pay off, or
no? Actually, the record. Well, Moichido's got some debt, obviously, because it hasn't been released and sold.
Oh yeah,
but
that's normal.
That's another thing. Like the engineer that worked with us, he worked with us on the record we got screwed on. And so when we went back to remix, remaster, add new vocals to it, he was like, everything's a fraction of what I would have charged you normally. Let's get this thing out there. This is screwed. So many people, and I would never go through with this, but I appreciate the support. So many people are like, tell me where he lives. I'll go get your money. Like,
right.
So many people. You guys have been awesome. We appreciate that.
We appreciate your thug-like tactics.
It is pretty rad. Mm-hmm. But yeah, is what it is.
So what happened there? If you don't want to talk about it, don't talk.
Well, I'm not allowed to. But essentially, what happened was we divided the entire bill for the record by 4 because there's 4 people in the band.
Yeah.
And when it came time to do his portion of it, being the vocals. Yeah. It took way too long, took way too much money, and it increased the amount. And then he quit the band and moved to the island and didn't pay his share, and he took what little money we had in the band account with him.
Whoa.
That's what happened.
That'll burn a bridge.
Well, I mean, I was angry about it for a while. Now I'm not.
Yeah.
But it's a thing, and it just left us in the lurch. And then we were told by legal advice that you can't release a record with that voice on it because he's not on the record. You're setting yourself up for a lot of problems. So we're like, okay, well, it's 20 grand. I guess I can just light that on fire. But we got a new one, Moichido, and it's brutal. It's heavy as fuck.
Yeah,
it's one of those surreal moments. See, I'm using surreal again. My word a day dictionary. Tomorrow it's superfluous. But yeah, it was one of those moments we listened back and like, holy shit, is this us?
Cool.
Is this really us? And then, if I may be so bold, the fans on this tour have been awesome. We've been teasing that we're in talks with record labels and stuff. We're trying, answer my emails for the love of God.
Yeah.
And so people have been tweeting and like tweeting the record label. Listen, like, sign these guys. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong? Like, get on it. And there's been so many tweets. It's been hilarious.
You had everybody do that on stage the other night. That was great.
And we did
everybody get your phone out.
It's so good. I love you guys. Your support's awesome.
Yeah. Well, it must be funny from a label perspective to be like, fuck, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, maybe I should check my junk mail.
Yeah. They're all just going to spam instantly.
Yeah.
The label doesn't see it at all.
Maybe there is no label. Maybe we're all the label.
Yeah.
So I just got deep there.
It's a giant computer-run simulation. Can you play any tracks off that?
We just did.
Moichido?
We played Worthless.
Oh, that was off Moichido?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Moichido is Japanese for to do one more time. Come on,
God damn it.
Tell me that's not witty. Tell me that's not witty. Sugoi da ne.
Well, now that I know it's witty. Until then, it was just Japanese.
Yes. It was cool till you told me what it meant, DJ.
Yeah. I thought it meant fierce warrior or something.
Yeah. I thought it meant...
Ever vigilant fierce warrior.
I thought it meant to steal my $5 and make me regret it.
Fucking A. Well, is there anything else we could listen to real quick that you have?
You know what? What the hell?
Yeah?
Let's get another track going.
All right, cool. We'll be right back.
Darkness all around, hear the surrounds.
And we're back.
Woo!
What was that song called?
That was Burn.
By Without Mercy.
Yay.
From the album
Mo Ichido.
Mo Ichido. Just Japanese for huge cock.
So it's false advertising. That's what my wife found out. She wanted 6 inches. I had to fuck her twice.
Damn.
Love you. Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. My mom doesn't listen to this shit.
Yeah, nobody does. Especially this late into the episode.
It's really cool. Burn has a couple video game references. There's many of the songs on the whole album has a few homages to my favorite video games.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
Well, there's a lyric in that one that says, "Towards the Sisters of Fate." It's a reference to God of War when you have to fight the Sisters of Fate.
I don't play video games at all, so I have
It's
no
cool. I was
fucking clue
wrong
what you're
once
talking
too. It's cool. I remember when I was a loser.
about. So,
Going on 30 years, buddy.
what's been the best show on the tour so far?
Red Deer.
Yeah?
Red
Fuck,
Deer.
last night in Red Deer.
Yeah, Red Deer was pretty freaking unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. People jumping on
Fat
stage.
chicks fucking crowd surfing.
Oh, Jesus. People jumping on stage, singing the words, grabbing mics, throwing down.
Cool.
We did this thing where we passed the tip jar around for gas money. And the coolest thing happened, and Justin, the promoter, looked at me, and what happened was people were moshing, and they hit the tip jar, and it spilled all the money into the middle of the pit. They stopped the circle pit, picked up all the money, put it back in the tip jar, apologized, and then put the tip jar on the stage further away, and then started circle pitting again.
Oh, Canada.
And that's probably the number 2 craziest thing I've seen while playing live. The first thing, this is nuts. We were playing in Chilliwack, and these guys came in, and they were obviously there for when it turns into a nightclub after. And so they're just waiting like the last 10 minutes. And they really dug what we were doing, because at some point they came up with like a wad of bills and started making it rain while we were playing this death metal song. Wow. And at first we're kind of like, is this fake or is this real money? And it was like $200. So I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm a whore. That's cool.
Gangster.
It's cool. This time I left my pants on.
What's the shittiest thing that's ever happened to you on tour?
Blowing your... I gotta finish this sentence.
We've never played together.
Blowing a water pump and a serpentine belt, I think it was, at the same time on your way to Grand Prairie, and finding out that everybody blows it in the same shitty town where cards cost you like $5 for a can of Coke.
Yeah.
There's a reason why there's 17 mechanic shops by this hotel, guys.
Fuck.
There's a reason.
Yeah, that sucks. In my old band Killiakai, we had fucking some crazy troubles like that around there. Nothing like fucking you got your foot off the gas and you're climbing up the hill. And you can't figure out why. You got six dudes in a fucking trailer.
Wow.
With no brakes. And then we were coming down into Williams Lake, and I'm standing on the brakes with both feet. And my guitar player at the time was like, "Is everything okay, man?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, fuck, everything's fine. Don't worry about it." And then we get to the bottom of this 5 kilometer long hill, and the engine's like, let my foot off the brakes, fucking kicks forward, get it in this gas station, turn off the fucking ignition, and fucking crazy thick white smoke just billowing off the brakes. They were on fire at one point.
Oh, wow.
And in Williams Lake, BC.
Nice. We once played, we had this van we were touring in, and we were leaving Calgary, and we're like, woo, brand new van. I just bought the van 4 days ago. And we're super stoked. Life was good. We get just out of Calgary, and the engine seizes. It's game over.
The whole engine.
It's done. And we pull over, and we're like, okay. And then we tried to start it, and it just did that, and then that clunk, and it's done. And all this white smoke coming out of the exhaust pipe, out of the hood, the whole thing. And we're sponsored by a mechanic shop in Abbotsford, so I phoned them right away. I'm like, what does this mean? And the guy's like, yeah, call a truck. I don't know how to tell you this, but call a truck. And so we did call a tow truck, and then we were at that one part out of Calgary on your way to you're on your way to Banff. I'm not sure what town is there, but
Canmore.
You get to that one part where there's nowhere to turn around to go back into Calgary for another 10 clicks.
Sure.
And so the tow truck driver's like, you're only covered for 20 clicks, and it's 10 clicks the wrong way before I can turn around.
Oh.
And then it's what is it, $3 a click? And we're trying to get it towed to our friends up on Hog Hill, and he's like, I am so sorry. Well, there goes the tour money.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Well, that just happened with those fucking Gorod and Bukkake guys.
Yeah.
They fucking blew up vans that they had put a bunch of money into.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst.
Now
man.
they have 3 rented vans. And it was funny. I mixed them at Dickens, and then we played with them the next Monday in Edmonton. And I found this Cat 5 cable with Bukkake goop all over it the next day. And I messaged Buddy, and I'm like, hey, I found this Cat 5 cable. You need that? He's like, fuck's sakes, I just spent $40 buying a brand new one.
Oh, man.
Fuck it. Just when it rains, it pours, eh, bud? Hey, chin up, buddy.
Life of a musician.
But yeah, those guys were saying $10K in rentals and all this stuff. Because the one band is from France, so they can't just go home.
Yeah.
The show must go on. Fucking wild. They're really good. Have you seen them, Gorod?
Gorod, yes, very talented, unbelievably good.
Yeah, really awesome stand-up dudes too. To me, those guys were like Gojira, but with a little more grindcore.
Cool.
Yeah, it was fucking really awesome.
Unfortunately, they don't touch my open mouth kissing skills. We were a little frustrated with that myself, but you got to lick the gums while you're going to town, man. That's how this works. Check for gingivitis.
Terrible. That's fucking terrible. So, in closing, anything you want to say?
I just
What are your bills? Plug your bills again. Tomorrow.
What are my bills? Show. I got Hydro, Shaw.
No, but tomorrow is your last day of the tour, right?
Yeah, tomorrow's last day. We're playing in Lethbridge at the Inferno nightclub with Calma and Vesperia.
Okay.
And the Evulsion. They're also really rad.
Cool.
And plug to my sponsors, Intune Guitar Picks.
In-tune guitar picks?
Yeah, thanks, Bert.
Are they tuning guitar picks?
I think they were in tune when they got to me. And
they use a tuning fork to make sure that they hit properly.
Yes, and then I use
right on. And what other sponsors? This mechanic shop?
Mechanic shop, buddy. That's how we roll. RPM Abbotsford.
Fucking A.
Yeah, buddy. Solid dudes, best in town. They'll get you fixed up. They'll put you up on the hoist, and then they'll fix your car.
So
it's Jason Ofterbro out there. He's a solid dude.
When is the record coming out?
May 27th is the launch day. You can pre-order right now through our Bandcamp, and that would help us out greatly.
Fucking A.
Plug, whore.
Fucking right, you gotta. That's why we get hard in Nate's backyard.
That's it. I'm so hardcore in my black shorts and white t-shirt and my flip-flops I got for $19.99 at Payless Shoes. That's metal.
Well, fucking A. Thanks a lot. Safe travels on all your touring.
Thanks, man.
And thanks a lot for getting hard in Nate's backyard.
Absolutely. We'll see you in June.
Fucking A. Cheers. Thanks, everybody.
Get the fuck off of the